Hi, this is Annette, and I'm here to help you get set up on Twitter. So this little presentation is going to be on how to set up your account, how to set up your personal page, and then how to navigate your personal page and the newsfeed. In a separate presentation, I'll talk about how to send tweets, how to find connections, and how to be engaged. Most important thing to remember about Twitter is that this is really about making connections and being in relationship. That's what the world of Twitter is all about. So let's get started. First, you want to get on the web and go to www.twitter.com. This is their homepage. So even if you don't join Twitter, you can see what's trending right now in the world of Twitter in the different subject areas and then individual stories that people are talking about. So it just gives you a sense of what's happening in our country right now. But let's get you hooked up onto Twitter. You want to give your full name, phone number, or email, and then a password. When you click sign up, they're going to ask that they're going to validate your phone number or email because they want to make sure that you're real. So let's ensure them of that. Next, you're going to choose your Twitter username or your handle, and this is that @ sign with the numbers behind it. So here's some tips on choosing that. You want a relevant name because that's going to be easier to identify and to recognize and to find you. So mine is just ATS RSCJ. It's just my initials. Society page is RSCJ USC, and the vocation page, we are RSCJ. All very relevant. Don't use numbers in your Twitter username or handle. Twitter numbers on the handle are evil. That what they're saying is that this is probably fake. So don't use numbers. Keep it short. These characters are used against you when you get into tweeting, so it's better to keep it short. A good example here is normally we would have said in the vocation piece, we are Sacred Heart. Too many letters, too long, and it would have an impact later. So keep it short. You want to make it unique because unique names, again, are easier to remember and to hold on to and to come back to. An example of that is I've thought about different RCJ possible Twitter accounts. I think of Mary Schumacher, or Shu, as we know her. That's unique. So @Shu RCJ is unique, short, no numbers, and certainly relevant and easy to remember. So those are the characteristics. When you go to set up your username, if someone has already got that name, Twitter will say that to you, but they'll help you tweak it in a way that will make it unique for you. So all Twitter accounts need to be unique. Next page is they're going to ask you to set up your profile page. This is the page that is who represents who you are and what matters to you. You want to have this page, you'll have a silhouette picture. Please get rid of the silhouette picture. Either put a picture, a glamour shot of yourself, or something that represents you that you think works, because this is where people are coming again to connect and be in relationship. And the silhouette picture, there's studies that say that people really tend to move away from that because it's a trigger warning for many people. In your header photo, you get to choose a picture that sets the tone for your page and what represents who you are through a visual image. Pretty simple to do. If you need help with that, just let me know, and I can help you, tell you how to do that. This box, you get to put written word, very short, on like a mission statement or a purpose or what you're all about, and then just some more information to connect. That people can connect with you, that they can see where you live, and if you've got other social media or other media that you can share with them. Theme color is really not important. You're the only one that ever sees it. So once you've done your photos and you've filled in your information on the left, click change, and you're ready to go. You've got your page, you've got your Twitter handle. I'm going to go out and go over to my page. This is my profile page. This is my personal profile page, so you can always find that in the top right-hand corner by clicking on that, and here we are. So same information you saw before. You can always see here when someone joined. So I've been a member on Twitter since December '08. You can go to the pictures and photos that I've used. So it's one way to get a feel for a person, their interests, their values, and what matters most to them. Best way to do that, though, is through the tweets. You can see how often someone has tweeted. You can see by going on the scroll bar, you can go back and see their history. You can actually go back all the way to the very beginning. So you can see what kind of music, what kind of books, what kind of subjects are grabbing their attention and their heart right now. So that is this is your Twitter, your tweet section. Here you can also see who a person is following, so you can click on that and see how many people they're following or who they're following, depending on how well you know the person, and if you have similar interests, then you may be interested in some of the same people. It's a good way to screen it. I would bring this number down. It's up for me right now higher than I want it to be, so before I do the next presentation, I'm probably going to go in and downsize a little bit. Followers, you can click and see who's following the person on this page. Likes are very similar to the tweets. You'll just see the topics. It just means that I like this one and didn't repost it for whatever reason in the list. Over on the left-hand or the right-hand column, you have your tweet activity for the week. You can see I had a bump here on Saturday, and I'll explain that in the next presentation, what happened on that bump. When you go to the top, I'm going to go up here. We're going to leave the personal page that you can always come back to on the profile page. But we're going to go over here to the home page. This is what will open up when you open your Twitter account. Over on the left-hand column, you have what's trending right now. So this is what's trending in the United States. You can change your scope of what you want to see where it's trending. So if you just want to trend within the state that you're living in, or if you want to look at a particular city or a different country, all you have to do is click that and it will take you to a different location. You can also tailor your trends if you have a specific area that you just want to stay focused on and you don't want to see all of the political. If you just click on this, you can see why that's trending so high on the first one, and you can see that the Statue of Liberty and what was happening. When you're on your home page and you're over in this column, what you're going to see when you click on it is what is out on the web. It has nothing to do with who you're following or what's important to you. It's always on this theme, and usually it has to, that comes into the hashtags that we'll do in the next session. This middle section is your newsfeed. Everything that appears in your newsfeed is coming from who you're following. So that's your source of news, are the people that you follow. So you can have whatever kind of news and on whatever topic that you want to have, and you'll have the news sources that you have the most trust and confidence in. And we'll go over on the next presentation on what those messages look like. And then finally on this section, it's more people that you can join. So that's basically navigating Twitter. We went through how to join. We went to the profile page and how to set up your profile and basic recommendations in terms of your own picture and the tone that you want to set. We go to the home page, and what's trending on Twitter is off to your left, and in the center section is your news feed according to who you're following. So that's just the basic presentation. If you have specific questions or difficulty getting set up, don't hesitate to email me, and I'm happy to take care and get you on Twitter. So have fun and enjoy this, and come back for the next presentation on writing a tweet, making connections, and being engaged. Okay, hope this helps, and have fun on Twitter.